Hi folks, I've decided going live is just easier than trying to upload the tape later, and then I don't have to watch myself again. Not that I have a problem watching myself again, but actually I enjoy watching myself again. I'm really weird. Maybe someday I'll talk about that, but it just saves time to just go live. So we're just gonna go live randomly once a week at about this time. Oh, dark 30 Wednesday morning. My name is Melissa, and as always, my voice is my power. Silence is oppressive. I must use my voice. Speak out loud. Speak the truth. That is my choice. My voice is my power. I take it back. This blog is part of me expressing my voice, my self-care, my self-rituals, my self-development, in the hopes that anybody watching it, including my daughters and daughters who aren't my daughters and daughters who aren't my daughters who aren't my daughters, learn something from it and find their confidence to walk their own path and speak their own truth. Today we are celebrating Imbolc, which is a pagan festival of St. Bridget, and also in modern day roots be the Catholic Candlemas ceremony. I'm not going to regurgitate all of the history of either one of those. I'm just going to say, for me, Imbolc is about rest and starting anew. We're halfway between winter solstice and spring equinox, and it's a good time to just take stock of what's going on, take stock of what we intended for the new year. Interestingly enough, a lot of Imbolc and Candlemas traditions include sweeping out the house, clearing the house of Yule, but particularly that sweeping out the house. There's a Chinese tradition with the Chinese New Year, which is right around now, go figure, where before the celebration of the Chinese New Year, they sweep out their house and sweep out the negativity and sweep out the past year so that they can start fresh and start anew. And I think that might be why I find myself sort of nesting around this time of year. Like I'm all about the rest, the just rest and reset. But I do find myself wanting to do little things like clean this and clean that and reorganize that, just not more than I want to rest. Really like the rest part. So, and for me, the rest becomes, you can't, again, it's all about self-care. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else, right? Well, you can't adequately practice self-care if you don't know what you need. And you don't know what you need till you stop and listen to your heart, your mind, your soul. Just stop and listen. So in that rest is an active look inside at what you need to practice self-care so that you can practice your care of others. Okay. I think I covered a lot of notes, right? But I actually covered most of what I want to talk about. We are going to do a Lunarly share, but before we start that, we're going to light a whole lot of candles for Imbolc. So, and I think I've set up the camera so that you can see most, if not all of them. This is also very Imbolc. It's a very warm, spicy, makes me feel good kind of tea. When I remember the name of it, I'll tell you. It's close to a chai, but it's not chai. I think it's called Bengal spice, and then I add my creamer to it. And it's amazing, but here we go. We're going to start lighting some candles. And we light these candles with the intention of looking towards spring, protecting our space, purifying our space, creating that white bubble of protection and safety for those who didn't grow up feeling safe. And just generally preparing for fresh days ahead. It concerns me that beeswax candle doesn't want to stay lit. Stay lit. And okay, these are sort of big coming together. That's a nice one. Come on. I know you'll stay lit. Oh, there goes the beeswax. And this has become, this was a silly little Ross buy. Oh, I didn't put a candle in there. What? Okay, 1 minute. All right, I'm pretty sure that was less than a minute. This was a silly little Ross buy, as I was saying, on sale. And I just love, it's one of my most favorite candle holders because the candles glow. You can't tell, but the candles glow. And I think 1 more minute, I'm going to see if I can turn off that main light and give us a better ambiance. I don't know, is that too dark? Oh, if it's too dark, we'll just light some more candles. Oops, I know I don't have to read much. Give me a minute while I debate more candles. One more light. You know what I think what I'm gonna do. Is leave the dice one more time. And turn on the blue light. Maybe go too bright. I'll be able to do just one. Oh, for sure goes soft. Look at that. All right, light enough to see. Yeah, that's better. So, speaking of new growth, which we're going to talk about in the Lunarly box, I do have grow lights for my plants because I don't have a green thumb, so I need help to keep my plants alive. So, again, great deal on a grow light, Amazon, whatever. And it's working very, very, very well. I think off camera, I do plan to take a cutting from an ivy and add that to my little collection, but I am trying some other cuttings. I have some sage. And I have some rosemary. And I know those are the hardest to ever start cuttings with, but you know, fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. They're sitting in food, they're under a grow light. Let's see what happens come spring. The Lunarly box this month is something called, hang on, I have a thought now that's blocking the candles, but is the cold moon, I'm sorry, snow moon. Gonna have to change the title of the live feed. And the snow moon imparts a wistful quality, imploring us to appreciate the quiet beauty of our surroundings. Beautiful surroundings. Native tribes named this moon for the blizzards of late winter that often made hunting difficult. An intention to inspire. I embrace the stillness and quietness that accompany the exploration of my mind and memories, my heart and soul. Contemplation will bring me knowledge, insight, and gratitude. I guess speaking of which, we'll just launch off of that. I prepped for this video with a calm meditation that was around forgiving others, because I thought, what better way to start fresh than to forgive the old? And what I was concentrating on was forgiving my mother for various infractions as a parent, which I may have touched on last week rather, and may touch on again in the future. But I learned during that meditation that I have forgiven her. I've already forgiven her, but like every time she pops up, it just angsts me again. So I think I just need to accept that she is part of the past that I don't want to bring into the future at all in any relationship, because any relationship with her looks like me parenting her, and that just, again, causes me angst all over again. So the meditation talked about what you learned from that hurt And there are a lot of positive things that came from Mother abandoning me, essentially. I grew up faster. I grew up more resilient. I was a better mother, but that doesn't mean that I want to create an ongoing relationship with her, right? So we're going to sweep that away and make some changes on our Facebook account so that I'm not going to unfriend her, but I'm not going to let her see my stuff either, because her comments are what causes me angst, and she calls me a spoiled brat all over again. It just racks me up, right? 50-something years old, I am no longer a spoiled brat. I live in a life of abundance that I've worked very hard for, but I am not a spoiled brat, and I don't care to be called that. So we're going to just we're going to sweep her away and move forward without her. So also in the Lunarly box, what I love is you either get a massive candle or you get a massive plant. And the plant is not, seeds to look at 3 months later, but actual full living, growing plants, which as long as you can keep them alive. And again, even me without my green thumb am finding it, I can do it. I can do it. So this is a Madagascar dragon tree. That's what that plant was. It's really pretty. I hope I keep it alive. Maybe from time to time I'll, show you how it's doing. Also, in the new moon, new goodies. It was new moon last week. I understand that. I'm kind of hitting both things here because that's what we do in life, right? We adapt to the schedule at hand. Like I can't celebrate Imbolc on that day because I'm sleeping and working on that day. So last night I had a lovely, oh my gosh, milk bath. That was, I will definitely have to do that again, Imbolc or no, because it was milk and some essential oil, a Bridget essential oil actually. And I was in there far longer than I expected to be, because normally when the water gets lukewarm and tepid, I'm out. I'm a hot water. I'm anti-hot weather, very hot water kind of girl. And I sat in there for an hour because it was just lovely. It smelled good, felt good, skin felt good. I felt refreshed. So anyway, also in Lunarly, we have how to houseplant your plants. Yay! So a beginner's guide to making and keeping plant friends. And it's got plant care basics, plant profiles. I wonder if we can find like something I've started to grow, huh? Let's see. Hey, it's in alphabetical order. So let's look for sage, which it doesn't have. All right, let's look for rosemary, which it also doesn't have. All right. Well, I did see the aloe vera, which was another plant that Lunarly sent us a couple months ago. And I also know I have a Chinese money plant from them. No, the Chinese money plant was from Tame Wild, and it's doing fabulously well. But let's look at just a quick little bit on the, what did I just say? Oh, the aloe. 64. So you go to that page. 66. Aloe vera, and it gives you camera focus on all your information you need on an aloe vera. And it'd be interesting to see if it includes how to harvest it. Minor tissue burn. It has babies. They're called pups. You put them in little pies and give them to your friends. So how to make friends. Oh, it does show you how to make the pups. Okay, so excited to learn about various houseplants with that. Added to my growing collection of books. Also in the box, we have This is called a Zoe Ayla Gua jade tool. So the jade gua sha is an ancient Chinese tool. Hey, second mention of Chinese tradition tonight. Used to increase lymphatic drainage, circulation, and collagen renewal. Let it help bring a sense of rejuvenation to your skin and spirit. And I'm struggling to open it. Sorry. Here we go. So it's a lovely, you can't see it really. It's a beautiful jade stone, kind of in the shape of a heart. Here as much. Using the flat face, gently scrape it from the center of your face outward towards your temples, cheek, and jawbones. Well, I don't know. I mean, the center of your face is your nose, right? So you scrape it. Oh my goodness. I didn't watch a video on this before I started this, so. But you know what? It feels pretty good. It's nice and cool. It's actually very soothing. There might be something to this, folks. The edge of the gua sha can also be used to massage away tension. Boy, I don't know how long you do that, but I'm going to tell you, it actually, I don't think I could do it while watching TV, but maybe just before bed, because it really feels really good. I bet that looks strange, but it felt really good. We also have a cute little bag, which has a septarian gemstone. I have such a huge collection of crystals now. It's amazing. Hoping you can see these colors later. It's black and white, basically. And it says, don't leave this stone at home, carry it with you. Let it be your constant reminder of the dragon within. Whether you need to charge up or cool down, holding this stone will help. So that will be something we play with. And then the first thing in here is, and we're live, and I'm going to try and see what happens. Reverse Karma Incense Kit, which is to set the mood for meditation or relaxation. This simple burning kit includes a brass holder that works for both sticks and cones, as well as cones made with natural resins and wood powder. Now, I will say my experience with cones so far has not been good. I think there's just too much moisture in this ocean air out here. But we're going to try, because this is the second one I've gotten in this month, so it must be big for this month. So we'll give it a go. So it says light, meditate, reflect. They smell very citrusy. It says it's the scent of Nagchampa. I'll have to look that one up later. Frankincense and myrrh. It's very holiday sounding, isn't it? But it smells very citrusy. And it says they should last for an hour. So put the other 4 back in the little pouch. And let's see if we can light this guy. Oop. I will say this is smaller than the other incense bowl I got this month. Maybe because those have just come out of their foil, they might burn better. Let's see what happens. There's a little bit of smoke coming out of there. I'm pretty paranoid it's going to stop, because I just have the worst luck with cones. It's funny, when I lift it up, it's burning fine. When I put it back on, it kind of stops. We'll see how that goes. So that's actually the extent of the Lunarly box this month. I'm looking forward to growing the plant. I'm looking forward to taking proper care of the plants with the houseplant book. I think the winner has to be this jade thing. Up, down, side. I know I'm looking off to the side. I'll have to fix that for next time. It's been 20 minutes. That's probably about the extent that I can hold anybody's attention. There were other things that came up this week. Mostly I'm getting more confident about sharing what I want to share with you guys. Just make sure in my notes I covered everything. I did. Just remember that starting fresh and rest should hit every aspect: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And actually every ritual should cover mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical as well. And when you think about it, everything you do in your life for self-care, whether it's exercise, eating right, ritual, being nice to others, it's all part of ritual. So that comes back to mindfulness. The more you can be mindful about why you're doing what you're doing, the more organic and whole you will feel in the doing. All right. So again, I think we're just going to start going live. It's just easier and quicker, and we'll just work out the bugs as we go. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching this later, don't forget to take care of yourself first, because if you can't take care of yourself, you certainly can't take care of others. This is one of my biggest life lessons, to take care of myself before I can take care of others. So happy Imbolc, happy Candlemas, if you want to call it that. Happy Feast of St. Bridget. Happy day. Happy self-care. Have a good week. We'll see you next week. I have no idea what we'll talk about. Like or share if you care to. Start spreading the word. I'm going to make this pretty regular. And until then, blessed be.